Now, all set?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Hello! We've all got hello together.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing too cheesy.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Hello. We were studying film. It was a 1-year course in Galway City, and we were making our own short films.
We were searching online, wondering where can we screen these films. There wasn't anything regular and to our level of filmmaking at the time. So we decided we start our own little thing. And
I knew that there's a great scene in Galway. There's a great artistic scene. There's always people out there willing to support new things, new events. And it's just such a great city for that kind of thing.
We tried Kelly's first of all, and that's because at the time they were running these lunchtime theatres, and so we thought, oh, Kelly's are very involved with the arts. Thankfully, they said yes, and they've been brilliant with us ever since. It's a perfect venue for Little Cinema. It is like a small theatre, nice little stage, great screen.
When we started Little Cinema, we had no real idea of where we wanted to go with it. We started it to show off our own films, and because we knew that from talking to other filmmakers that people wanted a short film showcase, and we thought maybe we might get 6 months out of this. And here we are 3 years later, and it's just gone from strength to strength.
Everyone, welcome to Little Cinema 3rd birthday party. We are absolutely delighted to have such a brilliant crowd here today, and we're delighted to be here still after 3 years. Thankfully, there's so many creative people in Galway. We've been able to keep it going, and we've been able to continue to organically grow. So we haven't really set out with a plan to get anywhere, but we've kind of got where we are, which is nice. I remember that the first day that we had the Little Cinema, Max Webb, he's not here tonight, but he said, this is the week that Transformers 2 is out. We need Little Cinema.
the Little Cinema is a monthly short film showcase that promotes filmmaking at grassroots levels.
It's basically an open mic for filmmakers. If you write songs, you can go to a musician's open mic and try them out there. If you do comedy, you can go to a comedy open mic. But for filmmakers, there's literally nowhere to go. If you make a film, you can't test it out anywhere other than showing it to your mates in a house.
You might put it up on YouTube, but that's a very kind of anonymous way of sharing your work.
With Little Cinema, you actually get a place where you can show a film to an audience on a big screen, which is, I think, as any filmmaker's kind of dream.
It kind of really puts cinema back into people's hands, that they can kind of say something they want themselves and they can show it to people, because a film's not a film unless it's been seen.
Make a film, show it, and then learn from it. They can talk to other filmmakers and they can make friends and they can make collaborations.
It's something we look forward to. We know we're going to see some friends and we know we're going to have a good night out. I suppose, you know, it's a great night's entertainment, regardless whether you have a film or not.
Something I like about Little Cinema is the fact that it's on a Tuesday night, because a Tuesday night is just a desert midweek where there's nothing happening. You know, it's a school night for many people, but they're working the next day. But it's such a nice chilled out night where you go along. It's very cheap, it's very affordable. It gets you out of the house, away from the television.
I just look forward to it every month.
Yeah.
Like I can depend that it's gonna be really fun.
291 films from 142 filmmakers, which that's amazing. It's not amazing from our point of view, but it's amazing from the filmmaker's point of view.
In some ways it's self-sufficient at this stage, where we get the submissions coming to us. We don't have to seek them, but there's a certain amount of preparation involved, where I design the posters and we go around town putting them up in various places.
We take submissions from filmmakers. They contact us by email, through Facebook, or by meeting us in person.
My role is to collect the films off people. I'll talk to them back and forth, see what the film is, see what the length is, see if it's suitable.
together we put them in a running order where they have a good balance.
That's what's great about going as an audience member, is you never know what you're going to see. You know, some of the things that we've seen, there's been beautifully shot kind of documentaries and short films, and then there's been like things people have shot on their phone with awful sound that have been hilarious.
We get films in all sorts of different formats, and we're happy to accept them in all different formats, and we work them in such a way where we show them looking their best on the big screen.
If you submit something, the chances are it'll get shown, that they don't have any kind of, oh no, that's not been shot on HD, the sound's not perfect. There's no snobbery, which I think is kind of very rare in filmmaking circles.
My role is I play the films. I sit behind the stage and I work the sound and I work the laptop, which we have connected to a projector.
And then on the night we arrive about an hour early and we set up the room to make it look like a cinema.
So now, here we are, all ready for Little Cinema. Look at the room. Looking good. Well done, Liam.
Thank you.
Well done, Kenny. Thank you. Let's go.
Shall I?
I would really say that the Little Cinema has a really broad audience where there's a lot of students, but there's also a lot of semi-professional filmmakers and professional filmmakers.
Hello, how are you? Welcome in. You went free because you submitted.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks. Hey, thank you.
We get people fresh out of secondary school, we get people who are in college.
As well as somebody who's taken up camera for the first time in their life.
All types of people go to it, and not all filmmakers either. A lot of people who are just film lovers go along, and there's always something to pique their interest that'll keep them coming back, and it's great to have those type of regulars who come in every month.
It's like people are really receptive, friendly. I think if there's any criticism, it's always constructive. It seems to be a two-way street between the screen and the people in the audience.
Screening films at the Little Cinema has always been positive. I've had really happy responses from the audiences, but no matter how many times I screen a film there or I'm involved in a film screening there, I still get incredibly nervous. I love it once it's finished.
The crowd are always very supportive. They always know they're seeing starting out filmmakers as well as experienced filmmakers, so everyone's very appreciative.
I think people really kind of think it's a safe place and that they can show their work with confidence.
This little film was inspired by their idea of observational documentary on something that you love, so immediately came to mind.
It's very intimidating if you made something and showed to a film festival and it comes back and you mightn't get any feedback because let's say we get 1,000 shorts in, can't always get feedback. And I think what's great about that is you get feedback from the audience people, not from a programmer, not from some nameless, decision maker somewhere. You actually get it from the people and audience who have paid to come in and see that. And I think that's absolutely invaluable.
There's no fear of going up to anybody and talking to them and saying, that was great, how did you do this? I've learned a lot over the year and a half or so that we've been going.
And I think I've seen the quality of the films gradually, improving as the years went on, because I think it's provided a forum where people meet. People are actually getting together and putting their heads together, and there's a synergy.
What makes the Little Cinema what it is the people involved. It's the organisers, the contributors, the audience, the welcome and the feeling that anyone can get involved, whether they have experience in movie making or not.
There's a real community spirit and a feeling of being a part of something.
It's a resource for networking, for developing collaborations, for developing friendships. I can't think of any other organisation in Ireland that's like it.
Everyone goes there to have a good time, and it doesn't really matter if your film is brilliant or if you just made it for the crack. Everyone is going up the same ladder, so wherever you are on it, everyone is encouraged.
I enjoyed doing sound, so it was perfect where I could get my hands on it.
It encourages collaboration. See, I've made films that I've submitted, but then I've worked with Kenny and Julia and Liam on stuff they've made because of the general spirit of the whole enterprise, I suppose. And everyone seems willing to do anything that is required for another filmmaker.
Can you do Superman pose? Right. If you go like that and you just walk straight across the. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
In June this year, Little Cinema turned 3 years old, and so to mark the event, we said that we would try a group project where we get just Little Cinema submitters to come together, and even if there weren't submitters, Little Cinema people to come together to make a film spoof. We got up and maybe 12 of us together, we did filming. The whole day filming was just brilliant. We screened it at the Little Cinema birthday and they got a huge reaction, lots of laughs. Yeah, the crowd were brilliant that night, and I think it's something we'll definitely do again because I think we all agreed we loved doing it, and there's so many creative people at Little Cinema. It's just a matter of getting us together, start using each other in the best possible way.
And if we can in the future maybe provide a way of moving the filmmakers forward, hopefully into bigger festivals.
I could see Little Cinema maybe spreading to other cities. Do you know, I could see Little Cinema Galway, Little Cinema Dublin, Little Cinema Cork. I think it could really, it's such a good idea. I could see it taking off.
If we weren't there, the filmmakers wouldn't have anywhere to show films. But at the same time, if the filmmakers weren't there, we wouldn't have anything to show. So we both need each other.
And I think what the Little Cinema shows is that there is a market on a local level for local filmmaking, and that you can take things out of the hands of the big multiplexes and show kind of cinema made by real people to other real people.
Hopefully it keeps going for as long as filmmakers are making films.